Right, Jak'd. All right, Jak'd 2.0. After hours. It is 3:21 a.m. Saturday night slash Sunday morning, and I just got back from, going out. I haven't went out the last 2 Fridays. I've been trying to go out once a week. Most, if you want to call them MGTOWs, maybe I guess I'm not a MGTOW. I don't go out to approach girls. I go out just to get out the house. I go out just, to do some podcasting, some live streaming, and all that. So pretty much what happened was I was out doing some live streaming, not on this channel, on my other channel, and this guy texted me, a buddy of mine, and he said, hey, he's a PUA guy. And I know he's the only PUA guy I would actually hang out with. He's cool. He's actually, because he's actually fun. He likes to dance. He's silly. So he texted me and said, hey, if you're in the where you at? And I said, I'm in this area. He said, all right, I'll pick you up and I'll drive you. Now, I didn't really want to leave the area, but the area I was in was dead. So he picks me up. We go to this further away in the city, and we waited 25 minutes outside in the cold, which I never do for this crowded bar. And I even told him, I said, dude, let's go somewhere else. But he wanted to go in. So I was like, all right. And I was doing live streaming and shit, being silly. And all of a sudden, we go inside the bar, we're dancing around. Pretty much what happened was this bar was crowded. So, there was a group of people. And we all know I'm fat. You can tell by looking at me. Everybody has to remind me on a daily basis that I'm fat. Yes, we know I'm fat. You have fucking eyes. I know I'm fat, yes. But I'm trying to get by. This bar is crowded. So I turn my fat body sideways. And this bar was packed, by the way, but like ugly, skinny white girls. The dude I was hanging out with, he was trying, to get their attention by dancing near them. These chicks were just, it was like ugly college white girls with no asses. Like, just straight up. I'm not even saying that. So, sure enough, I'm walking past this girl. I'm not even near her. I'm like turning my body sideways like this. She had plenty of space. She purposely walked into me, and she didn't push me hard and just gave me a nudge like that. Like, this is my space. Now, for any of you guys who go out there on Friday, Saturday nights, you would know that women have this thing called entitlement. And usually it's white girls, but all girls have it. I have a pussy because bars and clubs favor to them. They can do whatever they want. They can push people out the way. They can be disrespectful, get an attitude, treat people like shit, make fun of people. Once again, we live in this world where women are angels. No, they're fucking monsters, as we all know. So, pretty much, I gave her a little push back. I didn't push her hard, but I just gave her a little hey, don't touch me. Just like this, a little, nothing, not even touch her, just shoved her hand off me. And one thing I realized about drunk women especially is when you stand up to them, they lose their shit. Why? Because they think, I can do whatever I want to you. I'm a female. And when you do something back, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, they're like, what the fuck? So she'll lose her shit. So now what she does is say, this is the funny thing. She says, don't touch me. Now, I purposely moved away from her to not touch her. She tried to touch me by pushing me. And when I stood up to her, what did she say? Don't fucking touch me. Okay? So I said, I don't want to fucking touch you. And I think I couldn't prove this, but because the music was loud, but I think she called me a fat faggot, which is, I am fat, but hey, that's not nice. But she called me a fat faggot. I think you're a fat faggot, whatever. And I was just like, whatever. And she's with this tall ginger dude, SIMP. I don't know if it was her boyfriend. I think it was just a guy in the group came over to me and said, hey, you got a problem? And I said, yeah. And he came over and he was like, what happened? I said, I was just walking by. I purposely moved out of her way. She puts her hand on me like this and pushes me, right? And before I can finish, she goes, yeah, okay, dude, well, she's a girl. Okay, so your excuse for her behavior is she's a girl. So she can do whatever she wants. She can push people out. She can just be a disrespectful cunt. Treat people like shit. She's a girl. Well, how would you like it if I had a girl with me and she went over and slapped the shit out of that bitch? And you came over and said, hey, dude, what the hell? Oh, she's a girl. What? Right? That's his excuse. She's a girl. So I said, dude, you don't understand. I try to, the guy was obviously drunk. And I'm a little bit drunk too, but I was trying. So I said, dude, I try to move away from her. She pushed me. You understand? I'm standing here. I'm not getting in her face. I'm not doing anything. She wants to fight me. You better tell her to back off. And he's like, all right, dude, that's not going to happen. But she's a girl. She's a girl. He kept saying over and over, finally he walks away. So I'm not mad at the guy because the guy was obviously, once again, trying to be the protector of the group. When guys go out with girls, they're the protector. They have to protect to let the girl know, hey, I'm there for you, so he can get pussy either from her or someone else in the group. Captain Save a Host Simp. But this bitch was like, you could tell she was crying from something, so she was obviously having a bad night, probably on her period, and she wanted someone to take it out on. And of course, I'm the perfect guy to take it out on. So for those of you who say, that's why I don't go out, you're right. But as I said, I'm not going to let her ruin my fun. Meaning I do get some enjoyment going out on Friday and Saturday nights. I don't go out Friday nights much anymore. I might be going out like once a week. But I like going out. And as I said, I do not go out for women. I like the live stream. I like the podcast. Every once in a while, I run into somebody I know. Every once in a while, I have a fun conversation. Like, I was actually having a little bit of fun in the bar. Like, me and the dude I was hanging out with, we were dancing. A couple guys who gave me, like, fist bumps, I was, like, just having a good time. I was trolling in there. He was approaching girls. I was trolling. And I was even messing with people outside line, just, like, singing out loud. Like, I do get enjoyment going out. However, this is why I don't approach anymore. Even though I did not approach her. And I gotta say, I was upset with the guy I was with. Now, here's why. It wasn't his fault at all. But he saw what happened afterwards, and he didn't even come over to me and say, "Hey, man, you okay?" Like, he's not my girlfriend. I don't need to pat me on my ass. But, if he was in that situation, would I have gotten the guy's face? No, but at least when he came over afterwards, say, "Hey, man, you cool? What happened?" He just saw it and just looked away. So I just left, because she kept looking at me. She wanted to start shit. She kept looking at me, like, turn around, give me, like, an evil eye, like, she wanted me to say something so she could come over. And then the dude was just like, cut it out, like, leave him alone. And, fuck it. It wasn't a big deal. I said, it's not the worst thing that ever happened to me going out. So, but I just left, like, after 2 or 3 minutes after that. And the dude texted me and said, "Where you going?" I said, "I'm going back to back to the area I was." It was like a 15-20 minute walk. So I walked back and, I got some food. I calmed down because, I'm fat and food makes me feel better. And, listen, I'm glad I stood up to her. I don't regret it all. If I go back, I would do the same thing. Because you might, and for those of you who say that's why I don't go out, I completely understand. But you see, that's one of the reasons why approaching girls in general is terrible. Even though I didn't approach her, in night game is terrible. Because you have to deal with their shitty personality, plus alcohol, plus hookah, plus weed, or whatever the fuck there are, coke, who knows. I mean, like I said, I told, like, the PUA guy, if I could talk to him, I would pretty much tell, "Look, dude, I'm not saying I don't want to hang out with you no more. I do, but I don't want to approach. Like, don't try to get me to approach. Like, if you want to like dance around and troll and have fun, I'm totally down for that. But as far as approaching these girls and shit like that, I'm not down. Because like I said, I wasn't attracted to any girl in the bar. There was like 2 dark skinned girls, not dark like black. I mean, like 2 tan, like Europeanish looking girls in there that were hot, but they left, and the rest were just like I said, like ugly, skinny white girls with no ass. They just had attitudes. They all just had this like, look, yeah, I don't like this world. Trump's president. Yeah, my parents paid for my college. Yeah, I never worked for anything in my life. Everybody get out of my way. Yeah, I can do whatever I want. Yeah, this guy's fat. Yeah, I can treat him like shit. Yeah, just fucking cunts. That's all y'all. They're just fucking cunts. And Ronnie, I want to wrap this video up by saying one thing. I love the fact we live in a world where women constantly complain about respect. There was even a song. Remember that song? RESPECT. That's what, right? But they don't show respect to anybody. As I said before, they don't respect themselves. They don't respect men. They don't respect even other girls. They don't respect people. They don't respect anything. But they want respect. So when you treat them the way they treat you, they lose their shit. Fuck you, I'm gonna slap you, you're fat and everything. Yeah, like a little bitch, little pussy. And as far as the guy goes, like I said, I wasn't scared at all. He didn't get in my face. The guy was just trying to be the protector. But in my head, I was like, it's not worth it. I'm never going to fight over a woman ever. Never have, never will. It ain't worth it. Even if I win the fight, even if I kick the guy's ass, it ain't worth it, man. No guy should ever fight over one. They ain't worth fighting over. They ain't worth dying over. They ain't worth shit. Seriously. But guys do it because they got to get the pussy. Try to get the pussy. You're my hero. Most don't get the pussy in that situation. But anyways, this is Jak'd 2.0 After Hours. And as I said before, I like to go out. I don't have much of a life. So anytime something like this happens, you're going to be seeing a little blog like this. But I'm doing my laundry. I live in my parents' basement. And the only good thing about it is the laundry room's like right there. So I just come home, I do my laundry, and I'm still waiting to put my clothes in the dryer. So I decided to record this video to buy some time. But that happened tonight. So don't worry, guys. I'm not upset about it. I'm not depressed. It stressed me out for a little bit, but as I said, I realized that could have been worse. Like, if the guy wanted to fight me, I would have just told him, look, man, I'm not going to fight you over some bitch. I'm not going to apologize. If he would have came over and said, apologize or I beat you up, it would have sucked to get into a fight over the guy. That's why I said it wasn't the worst thing that happened. And the guy I was upset with, my buddy, you know, like I said, I didn't expect him to come over and do something, but I thought he would at least, you know, come over to check on me, but he didn't, which is fine. But that's why I said you can't, these PUA guys, you got to be careful because they're brainwashed. They don't have your back. Years ago, what happened was, real quick before I wrap this up, this dude was trying to get me to approach. And he was like, approach us because she was by herself. Right? Okay, so I went over to approach her. And out of the blue, this black dude comes up to fight me. And I thought it was her boyfriend, but it wasn't. She was with this white dude. The white dude was a pussy. He brought over his black friend. He was like, as soon as he left to go get a drink, you try to steal his girl. I said, no, dude, my friend just told me to go talk to her. I know she was by herself. I'm sorry. And I tried to shake the black guy's hand. And he was looking at me like, you know, like he wanted to swing on me. So I thought he was going to hit me. So I tried to shake his hand. I was like, look, dude, if you want to fight, fine, but I'm not going to fight you over here. I said, what are you going to do? And he was just like, and then I told him, I was like, look, man, I was like, I didn't know that was his girl. You know, if you guys want to fight, whatever you want to do, let me know. And then the white dude was, oh, man, it's cool. Yeah, you're right. She's gorgeous. But that's, and the PUA guy who told me that, he didn't even stick up for me. I didn't expect him to run in the middle and go, hey, hey, but you figured he would check on me. He just walked away like a pussy. So for those, you know, guys who do PUA, you got to remember these other guys, they don't got your back. They're not going to help you if some dude wants to fight you or get in your face. That's why I said it ain't worth it, dude. But I'm still going to keep going out. I'm still going to live my life. I'm not going to let some cut, you know, make me stay home and live like a hermit. But anyways, this has been Jack 2.0 After Hours. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. More videos on the way. And fun. Or not so fun. I don't know, I'm drunk. I gotta end this. Bye.